Imagine a battle-hardened soldier, bloodied on a Pacific island, staring death in the face. That single moment of chaos forged a man who would later peel back Hollywood's glossy curtain and speak raw truth about one of its brightest stars. This is the untold story of a tough-as-nails actor who lived without filters and what he finally revealed. About a silver screen icon will leave you breathless. He came into the world in 1924, right in the heart of New York City. Privilege surrounded him, but peace never did. His dad climbed the corporate ladder in advertising, fresh from the trenches of the Great War. His mom carried old Southern bloodlines that whispered of tradition. Yet home felt like a storm. Schools kicked him out one after another. Restless fire burned in his veins, the same spark that later lit up movie screens with unscripted danger. Then the world exploded into war. He signed up for the Marines, shipped out to the Pacific, and met hell at a place called Saipan. Machine gun fire tore through him. Scars mapped his body, but the real wounds carved deeper. Life and death danced so close he could taste the gunpowder. That crucible didn't just toughen him. It defined him. A purple heart pinned to his chest proved the price he paid. When the guns finally cooled, he drifted lost, searching until a stage in upstate New York called his name. His voice rolled like thunder. His stare pinned you in place. Small theaters gave way to flickering TV screens, then silver ones. Early roles cast him as the heavy, the soldier, the guy you didn't mess with. But even in the shadows, something magnetic pulled eyes toward him. He didn't act tough. He breathed it. By the late 50s, the world noticed. Gritty pictures put his name in lights' raw energy that left bruises on the soul. Then came the role that shattered expectations. He played twin gunslingers, one a drunken fool, the other pure venom. Laughter and menace collided. Critics stood and cheered. An Oscar landed in his calloused hands. Beneath the growl, a sly grin proved he could laugh at the mirror. The 60s and 70s crowned him king of the anti-hero. War-weary commanders, ice-cold killers, reluctant saviors, he wore every skin like it was his own. Directors begged for his truth. Off-camera, the man matched the myth. Blunt as a hammer. He drank hard, spoke harder. Hollywood's sparkle annoyed him. Yet friends swore by his loyalty, his razor wit, the brain behind the brawn. Fame's fake smile never fit his face. He saw through it all. If this story already grips you, do me a favor, share it right now. Let someone else feel this rush. Success piled up, but storms followed. 2 marriages framed his life like bookends. The first began in lean years when hope outran paychecks. She was steady worth while he clawed for daylight. 4 kids arrived laughter amid the grind. As scripts thickened and paychecks grew, late nights and whiskey bottles thickened too. The same edge that thrilled audiences cut deep at home. 15 years in, the cracks won. Divorce papers signed in 1967 didn't erase the bond with his children. They stayed his anchor. 3 years later, love round 2. She entered after the spotlight had already burned bright. Elegant, fierce, unflinching she matched his storms with calm. They built a life in desert heat, then coastal quiet, finally city buzz. Public fights flared. Tabloids feasted. But she never flinched. A headline-grabbing lawsuit from an old flame tested them both. She stood firm while cameras flashed like gunfire. Through thickening health clouds, her hand never left his. Quitting the bottle never suited him, but reflection did. In quiet moments, he'd talk about the men who shared his era. One name always sparked fire, the debonair leading man every magazine adored. Our hero scarred, gravel-voiced saw past the tuxedo polish. Watch him on screen, and you believe in magic, he'd say. Off-screen? Different story. He leaned in, eyes narrowing. That cat calculated every breath. Not cruel, just smart. New image was currency. Our guy, fresh from foxholes, couldn't relate. I bled for mine. He smiled for his. Still, respect dripped from every word. Turn a camera on him doing nothing, people can't look away. That's thunder you can't fake. Pause here. Feel that tension? Two titans, opposite poles, same mountain. Keep listening, the truth, it's sharper. He remembered the icon's eyes. Scratch the charm, you'd spot the kid from the docks. Fought like hell to bury him. Reinvention impressed our soldier, but the cost haunted him. Carrying that mask year after year? Heavy load. Drinking buddies? Never. He kept his own orbit. I lived in the dirt. A grin cracked. Put us in one flick, bourbon versus champagne. Recipe for disaster. Yet beneath the joke, admiration. Under the silk, steel waited. Never got the chance to swing. What drives a man to hide who he was? What drives another to never hide at all? Hang on, the darkest chapter is coming. The 80s rolled in. Scripts still came, but loans didn't cooperate. Cigarettes and whiskey cashed their IOUs. A dusty fungus common in desert air slipped past weakened defenses. Fever hit like artillery. Steroids eased the blaze in his chest, but blew holes elsewhere. Emergency surgery carved away part of his gut. The frame that once stormed beaches now shrank in hospital sheets. Friends barely recognized the raspy whisper, the stooped giant. Pain became a constant co-star. Yet complaints? Zero. Jokes still landed, dry as ever. Spirit refused surrender, even when flesh waved the white flag. August 29, 1987. Heart gave out at 63. Hollywood dimmed. An era of unpolished warriors closed its eyes, but his final truth about that elegant icon echoes loudest. Two men, worlds apart, both unbreakable in their own skin. One wore perfection like armor. The other wore scars like medals. Neither faked a single breath. If this journey shook you, hit that like button. Subscribe for more hidden histories, and share this story wide. Let the world remember, real legends don't need polish, they just need truth.